my passion right now is fixing our education system. I have 5 grandchildren ranging from 14 to 3 months, and they've all been to public school. I went to private school. My husband went to public school. We split it for my kids. They did part public, part. And I have to tell you, I thought that was a really good approach. In fact, sometimes I wish I had gone to public school at least for a couple of years just for a different experience. There's so much to do in education and so many opportunities, and the complexity of the challenge is enormous. I mean, I know healthcare is sort of the topic of our time, and we will get a resolution to that. But I think people really need to focus on education in our future, because when people understand the facts and how we're getting behind the rest of the world, and that is a fact, everybody would step back and say, we really need to put a great deal more energy, and we need to do it in a way that, again, it's not just education for a select few in certain communities, but it really is a right of all children to get the best education possible. It's really the future of our country. If we don't develop the talent that's going to help our country grow in the future, then we're in huge trouble. So that is, I'm just all over the education issue. I have 2 things that are very important to me, and I want to talk about one, and that is I'd like parental engagement. And I think, because there's still such dichotomy in the education of children of a certain class versus the poor. And when you have parents who are worried about survival, right, family survival needs, it represents a unique challenge because they don't always have the time to spend with their kids. So how do we help that? How do we support the poorer in our community so that we don't lose their talented young people because, for whatever reason, parental engagement is not there? And we know students cannot be successful without the engagement of their family and their community. And so how do we boost that? How do we reinforce that? And there are a lot of initiatives at work, whether it is, giving parents a stipend if they attend a PTA meeting, or they help their children, or somehow they're taking a program that helps them help their children with their study skills. But it's just that whole parental engagement, because unless we fix that, we're going to perpetuate, at least among the less fortunate in our society, it's just going to be a generational problem. And then secondly, it is really getting appropriate training so that our educators understand the link between public policy and how they can lead and help in the public policy frame, as well as being, educators, as well as understanding what I call the business of education. And so there are programs that are being developed even at Harvard right now to sort of have that whole comprehensive learning between understanding public policy, understanding the financial and business elements around education, and understanding the, curricula and academic needs to sort of make the whole piece work.